Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. How's that microphone? How's that music? How's everything going? The music will be lowered when we get kicking off in the stream, so don't worry about it if it's too loud right now. But how's the music? How's the vocals? Are we looking good? Are we smelling good? Everybody let me know. Can I get that text to move somehow? All right. All right, our eyes are clean. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we're kicking it off in about another minute. Get your popcorn. Today's episode for the live is going to be absolutely lit. I'm sitting in front of about, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 new fragrances in the haul. So we are going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be a brief stream. I'm going to warn you. We are only going for an hour today. I know y'all get spoiled and you guys typically get me for about 2 hours, but we cannot do that tonight, guys. I got a lot going on in my life. We are going to kick it off for one smooth, solid hour and get up out of here. What up, Indecence Alicia? What's poppin'? Joel, what's poppin'? Thank you, Joel, on the mic check. Appreciate you guys. Kicking it off real soon here. Just getting myself comfortable, getting the drink, getting the good bevy. We're sipping on Turkish tea, iced. We are sipping on hydrogen water. Got to get replenished for the evening. Let me grab my phone. All right, guys. All right. Let's turn that off. Let's turn this down. Okay, guys, so what's going on, man? I mean, I see 23 in the chat. Welcome to the Scent Bubble. This is our live. It's unscripted, it's raw, it's uncut. Same way I shoot my long form content. I am not a video editor. I do not edit my videos. One take wonder. We speak from the heart. We speak from a place of truth and experience to bring you guys the latest. First and foremost, for those of you who are new to the Scent Bubble, I simply talk about my journey through fragrance. I am not an expert. I am a collector. I have probably well over 200 fragrances in my lineup at the moment, maybe even approaching 300 fragrances of all shapes and sizes, from originals to dupes to inspireds. And I just simply enjoy fragrance. This channel started out as a passion project just for fun. Let's talk about fragrance, see who's out there, see if anyone's interested. 30 days later, 700 subscribers later, I realized this might be something that needs to stick around. And here we are. I talk about my experience through fragrance. I try to educate through real, raw experience in real time. And then we cut. We don't script. We don't edit. We don't do anything. I try to give you guys the truth as a collector, as an enthusiast, as a friend. just like you guys are sitting in the crib with me, basically. That's how I talk about fragrance. Hey, this is what I'm wearing. Hey, this is how I feel. Man, you shouldn't get this. Man, you should definitely consider this. And we are just going to set it off. Like I said before, one of the things I'm super excited about is to share with you guys my most recent haul. I was at Ulta Beauty today, actually, and I came across this right here. This is a Ulta Beauty branded product. It was a travel bag. Okay. Almost like a faux fake leather travel bag. Very ugly, actually. Not something that is up my alley. But what intrigued me is it was like this. And I noticed they had a lot more samples today. They had a lot of sample packs. And typically sample packs come in 3s, 4s. The most I've ever seen is like maybe 4 to 8 fragrances as a tester. If you look on the cover of this box, you'll notice right away there's way more than 4 to 8 fragrances. In fact, I'm going to tell you what I got. For $40, I get, I believe it's a 3 ml of 16 fragrances, all of which are very recognizable and popular today. There's no trash in here at all, surprisingly. Normally you get some trash. It came with 16 3 ml tester samplers of popular fragrances, and those samples come with atomizers. They're not just drip sticks. So 16 samples, a $15 gift card towards the purchase of any of the fragrances listed here if I do so choose to buy them afterward. And it comes with a free atomizer, which actually looks pretty sweet. It's just a little lipstick thing, something like that you would get at Micro Perfumes. It's all ready to go. You just simply load it up and get it cracking. So it comes with an atomizer, a $15 gift card, and 16 3 ml samples for $40. Pretty good steal, actually. It wasn't like an insane deal by any means, but you got an insane amount of value for your dollar, especially since after $40, you get 15 off. So essentially for $25, I got 16 fragrances and $15 off of a future fragrance and an atomizer. Absolutely insane. And this is an Ulta Beauty branded product. I'm going to read you guys the fragrances that come with this fragrance, and then I'm going to tell you guys the other fragrances from a recent haul a couple days ago that I've picked up, so you guys can see what's going to be coming onto the channel. Everybody that tunes into the lives hollers at me. I like to give you all sneak previews and insider information that I have moving forward with this channel. So fragrances that come in this sample kit right here. And again, this is the largest sample kit I've ever seen in person. Fragrances in the bag, and they're all, let me show you how they look. They all are branded, you know what I'm saying? Got your little tester with the sprayers, we got the Addy on them. 16 of those bad boys. Fragrances in the bag. Armani Acqua di Gio Parfum. Azzaro's The Most Wanted EDT Intense. Carolina Herrera by Bad Boy Cobalt Eau de Parfum. Clinique's Happy for Men, which we've actually already reviewed on the channel. That's the only redundant fragrance that came in this that I already have. Dolce & Gabbana's K Eau de Parfum. Givenchy's Gentleman's Society EDP. Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir Parfum. Mont Blanc Legend Blue Eau de Parfum. Noise by Lost and Found Eau de Parfum. Prada Luna Rosa Ocean Le Parfum. Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Royal Parfum. Ralph Lauren's Polo 67 EDT. Versace Eros EDT. Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb Extreme EDP. Yves Saint Laurent's Myself EDP. And last but not least, Yves Saint Laurent's Y EDP. Absolute mega value right here. Comes with the travel bag, came with the atomizer, $15 off my next purchase for $40. So for $25, you get all that value. Absolute insanity. New fragrance I picked up today, actually. We've talked about Lattafa's Camera on this channel many times. What up, Attack of the Clones? What's poppin', bro? I've tapped into your channel several times. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you. We've talked about Lattafa's Camera on this channel. We've said that it's about 80% of Angel Share. Very boozy, very thick, very sweet of a fragrance. Not a fragrance I would particularly wear as a 35-year-old male. It's a little too sweet for my taste. For that reason, I don't mess with a lot of Jean Paul Gaultier. Maybe one JPG fragrance I mess with. I don't mess with a lot of Spice Bomb. I typically lean towards the spicier Tom Ford fragrances because I feel like they're balanced to be more true unisex and not feminine-leaning unisex. The only real sweet fragrances that I adopt in my collection are things like Lattafa's Liam Gray, Maison Francis Kirkjohn's Grand Soir, Dior Homme Intense, YSL Tuxedo, Lattafa's Eternal Oud, which is basically MFK's Grand Soir. And that's about it. Everything else is kind of like balanced, sweet, savory. But I don't really rock with Camera too much because even though I love Angel Share because of the cognac note. I feel like the cognac note is essential for making the fragrance feel more true to a unisex fragrance. But nonetheless, it's an incredible fragrance. A lot of people love it. It is just not my cup of tea. I prefer that fragrance on a woman. Lattafa last year came out with Camera Kawa. It looks almost identical to Lattafa's Camera OG, but it's a little more on the green-yellow side than the boozy orange side. And this fragrance, to me, is more truly the better fragrance overall and the closest rendition to Angel Share. When we talk about Angel Share, what are we talking about? We're talking about vanilla. We're talking about cinnamon. We're talking about praline. We're talking about cognac. This is all of that, about 9 out of 10 closeness to Angel Share, but with that 10% deviation, where it goes is in the realm of a medium roast coffee is what people are saying. I don't really say medium roast coffee. I say coffee-esque. This is not the sweetest fragrance. It's sweet for sure, but it's dialed back. If Camera is 100% sweet, this is like 70% of the sweetness of Camera. Still very sweet, but way more masculine due to the coffee note and the dial back of the sweetness from the vanilla praline. I get more of the alcohol cognac note in here and a touch of coffee. So in a nutshell, it is Angel Share by about 90% with a touch of roasted coffee bean. Very light though, about 10% of that, and a little bit less sweet, allowing more of that cognac note to come through. More of a masculine fragrance. However, this is what I feel is the truest representation of unisex. On a woman, it will feel sweeter and more ambery, warm, spicy, sweet seduction. On a male, it will feel very holiday, cold weather, sweet seduction, masculine. It's warm, it's woody. This is the better fragrance on all accounts. Closeness to Angel Share, and it's just a better fragrance, even if it wasn't a clone of Angel Share than Camera. Just by a little bit. You don't need both fragrances, but if you haven't picked up Camera at all, you definitely want to pick up Kawa, which I have here on the screen. Top note cinnamon, cardamom, ginger. Middle note praline, candied fruits, white flowers. Base we have vanilla, coffee, tonka bean, benzoin, musk. Really all you're getting is cinnamon and cardamom, no ginger. You're getting praline, no candied fruits. White florals maybe just in the freshness. Definitely get vanilla, tonka bean, coffee, benzoin. It's not very musky. Absolute steal. You can get this fragrance for about $30 anywhere online. 100 ml. Looks just like Angel Share. It's just square instead of round. And this is a must-have unisex sweet fragrance for cold weather. Absolutely incredible. Unreal. Other fragrances in the haul. Let's grab them. We have a lot of iris on the menu this week. We've got leather. We have fruits. And we have more vanilla cinnamon seduction. Let's go through a couple of fragrances I've picked up this week that are actual bottles. We have the Elvis Presley's Forever Eau de Parfum. This is Elvis Presley's Forever Her Eau de Parfum. Female fragrance, but to me feels very unisex, so we're going to talk about it. I don't need this fragrance, nor did I want this fragrance at all, but I got it for $10 and I thought it would be a great comparison video to run a fragrance battle between this and Maison Alhambra's Kismet. This is Milestone Eau de Parfum, Milestone Perfumes Taxco. And this is a YSL Tuxedo clone. There are many Tuxedo clones. I feel Maison Alhambra's Kismet is criminally underrated. I know without question and without testing them yet that it is better than this fragrance. But this fragrance for $10, not $20 or $30 as it's advertised, but in TJ Maxx, a $10 fragrance is certainly a contender, and it's still a good fragrance, but we're going to run a battle. We have from the house of no clue. It's just called Cedar Extreme for him. Classic Eau de Cologne. This one really shocked me. It's not the most cedary, but it's kind of this green, fresh shower scent with vetiver. For my Dior Homme Intense lovers, we have the cheapest clone known to man to date, mocking Dior Homme Intense 2020. This is Privé's Illusion Intense. This is actually the cheapest, most accurate clone to Dior Homme Intense 2020, and it is actually fire, even though I prefer the Dior Homme Parfum clone of Gary's Den, as well as a few other Dior Homme Intense clones, such as Camaro Homme Intense. This, for $10, 100 ml, is an absolute banger. Probably 95% close to Dior Homme Intense. Next up, we have Valencia Uomo Intense, mimicking Valentino Uomo Intense. Absolute banger. Iris, but fresh shower fragrance. Iris. Givenchy Privé clone, we have Genius Gentleman. Another iris bomb of a fragrance. Very powdery, pillowy iris with a little bit of sweet seduction in there. A little bit more seductive than Dior Homme Intense, in my opinion. We have Ferragamo's Bright Leather per the recommendation of D4G Fragrance. Shout out to D4G. And this is an insane banger for the money. I was highly impressed with this. I think this might be the only leather fragrance to date that is a spring, summer leather fragrance. All the leather fragrances that I've tried thus far, and I've tried about 10, are extremely leaning in the winter months and are definitely not versatile. This is not only versatile, but it's spring and summer focused. Light, fresh leather, cedary, birchy, woods, greenery, leather. We also have, for my unisex lovers out there, I have finally completed my Banana Republic collection, even though Banana Republic's way on the bottom of the list for me in my collection. I still have them because people love it and want me to review them. To complete my collection, we have Tuberose Overdose, and this is actually Extrait. So this is way denser. It's not the classic Tuberose fragrance. It's Tuberose Overdose, Collection Reserve, basically. And it's the Extrait. So it's way denser. Nice little tuberose dominant synthetic fragrance. And BR's Dark Cherry and Amber Standard. So we have quite the haul. We have all of those, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 fragrances, plus the 16 in the sample set that I read out to you guys from this sampler pack right here. Excuse me. So we've got a ton of fragrances up and coming on the channel. We also have a buttload of samples that I had already in the cut that we need to review. CK All, Tom Ford's Black Orchid. To finish out the Bentley collection, we have Bentley Infinite Rush, Bond Number 9's Wall Street, Bentley for Men, Bentley Standard. We have, courtesy of my man Gator, over at the Novice Nose, we have Genuine Reserve Man. We have Amir Just Bergamot. We have 8 Egypt. Not sure what that is. We have Mancera's Amberful. We have Aqua Dubai Oud. We have Gentleman's Society Extrait. And we have Narciso Rodriguez's Blue Noir Parfum. So a lot of stuff in the cut, man. Talk to me in the chat. This is a Q&A stream, so we will do Q&A and we will sign off and pay some bills. What up, Orange? What up, Justin? What up, William? What up, Ben? Let's see what we got in the Q&A. Thoughts on Liquid Brun? I'm ordering that currently. Haven't tried it yet. Herod is my cold weather goat. I can't hate on Herod, but I'm a big fan of Percival. I'm a big fan of Carlisle. Yeah. Off 9 p.m. It's a good scent. Great ultra male alternative. Better performance than ultra male. However, I'm not the biggest JPG fan. As an older male, I don't like super sweet fragrances, and Off Non is a sweet, tropical, beast mode fragrance. I do have it in my collection, though all I do is decant it out to viewers that watch my channel. I love the woody version of YSL Tuxedo in Paris Corner's Rafikat Adorn. Pretty good, Joel. I do like it as well. I'm a big fan of Maison Alhambra's Kismet as my YSL go-to. I just think it's more boozy, more foamy, you know, this kind of like seductive, foamy, expensive shaving cream / boozy tuxedo. Ballroom vibe, James Bond 007 Casino Royale vibes. But Taxco, as much as people have hated on it, I had to pick it up for myself since it was $10. And I have to say, it is yet another great alternative as well to Tuxedo if you can get it for $10. The advertised price of $20 to $30 for Taxco makes no sense at all. But if you have a TJ Maxx near you, it's always available. Okay. The scent bubble should try some Alexandria frags like the Naxos and Herod clone. They are amazing. The thing about Alexandria for me is a lot of the fragrances that I saw are in the $40, $50 price point, and I'm just not a fan of spending that on clones unless they are over 50 ml. I know there's a lot of them. There's the Blue Talisman one. There's a lot of these. I would much rather prefer to get a sample kit of Alexandria so I could try a lot of fragrances. If you guys have a link to a sampler kit of Alexandria, go ahead and post it in the chat because I will definitely cop that immediately. Paris Corners Elegant, isn't it Elegante? Paris Corners Veau Elegant is a great Xerjoff Naxos clone. Let's look. I don't see it. Okay, I see it. $30. That's a good deal. I'm not the biggest fan of unisex fragrances, guys. I only get unisex to give you guys reviews. I like hyper masculine fragrances. That's just my tea. But if you're saying this is the business, Joel, I'll get it. 8 and Bob Egypt is fire as well. Thank you. Shout outs to Mike Hunt from Scotland. Love to see you. My brother Andrew actually used to play bagpipes in like the top 4 group in the country. Used to play bagpipes in the Scotland Games or whatever. So shout outs to Scotland. You would love 8 and Bob Egypt. It's manly. Good. I like that. Another set of fragrances that we got recently in the haul that I forgot to make mention of is by the house of Malin and Goats. They have a sample kit of 6 fragrances. One's called Bergamot, one's called Cannabis, one's called Dark Rum, one's called Leather, one's called Strawberry, and one is Vetiver. I was actually utterly shocked to smell the strawberry one because it smells nothing really like strawberry and it's absolutely fire, but I've yet to try the other fragrances. It was crazy because at Nordstrom Rack they were selling this for $30 and I actually got this for 10 at TJ Maxx. Very cool sampler kit there. What other questions you got for me, guys? Throw the questions in the comments. Otherwise, it's going to be a short stream tonight. Just wanted to tap in with the people and say what's up. Appreciate all y'all so far for rocking with me in the chat. As always, we have a lot of episodes up and coming. We've been introducing our new series called Hot Takes, where I go into the store and I kind of blind grab new fragrances I haven't tried. Versace Eros Parfum, Versace Eros Energy. We've tried a lot of them. And I have a lot in the queue. So I try to drop those at least once or twice a week alongside our typical posting of our 2 to 3 videos of long form content and then our Wheel of Fragrance show. So you put all that together along with the 1 or 2 lives I do a week, and we're running pretty much 7 days a week now. So that's pretty cool. What else y'all got for me, man? I'm going to let y'all fill up the chat with a few more questions. I will be right back to answer them. BRB. Okay, I'm back, guys. What up? Lusaldo Ramirez says Versace blue jeans. Easy blind buy. Not sure if you've covered it. Let's look it up. Versace blue jeans. What a bottle. Looks like a Fanta. That is the most crazy amount of notes I've ever seen in a fragrance, but they all look good. If anyone seconds Lusaldo's comment about Versace blue jeans being a blind buy grab, easy to wear, go ahead and put it in the chat. Love to pick that up. Vo Elegant is more citrus at the start, but gets more similar at the mid dry down. Paris Corner does a lot of citrus first, then turns into a lot of clones. That's their twist. Well, that's a fact probably. I can kind of agree with that offhand. Roberto Verdejo says Armaf Special Amber Oud. They say it smells like Roja Dove Amber Oud. Who's they say? I want to know if you've worn it, Roberto. It's legit. Okay. What else? What else y'all got for me, man? Looks like it's going to be a bit of a short stream tonight. Have any of you guys smelled any of the fragrances that I showed you tonight? I'm curious. I really feel like I have the lion's share of the clone market in Arizona because on the way to my job, there's probably about 4 or 5 Rosses, 3 TJ Maxxes, 2 Marshalls, and so many Ultas and Sephoras, it's not even funny. So I'm always in the loop of all of the clones that are being made available. And I like to put you guys onto them because a lot of the clones where I live, you could test them before you buy them. So I don't ever have to blind buy fragrances. I never buy a bad clone, ever. Looks like everyone's fairly quiet in the chat today. Again, I appreciate those of you who have already participated and asked questions and stuff like that. Looks like we're going to have to shut the stream short just because the interactions are kind of light tonight. As usual, I like to make this a Q&A stream. So since there's not a lot of Q&A and there's more commentary than anything, we're going to shut down early. Again, I really appreciate those of you guys who have been tuning in. Listen, please like the video. More importantly, if you're new to the channel and you've never watched anything on my actual stream, let me give you guys a small taste of what's going on here. This is the Scent Bubble. We post videos essentially every single day, long form and short-term content. It's all high quality. As you can see the graphics here, I really put a lot of work into the aesthetic of my page. I try to make it feel like, you know, the ultimate place for all things fragrance. We have a game show called Wheel of Fragrance where we interview guests from the YouTube community and have them do a game show with me on fragrance. We do short form in the form of this new series called Hot Takes, where we actually go into stores and try fragrances blindly. We have our long form, which is all the fragrances that I've purchased in my haul. And then we have a variety of Instagram or YouTube reels where you guys get to see snippets from my episodes as well as quick tips and tricks for your fragrance buying journey. The community page gets quite lit because like today I posted my recent haul if you want to see it up close to see the upcoming episodes that we're going to be doing. I do recaps of my lives, show you guys new fragrances that I'm purchasing. I interact with you guys. We do giveaways, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you tap in with the community side of things. And then lastly, if you guys want a nice convenient way to sift through my videos, everything is sorted and collected. So if you want to watch all the hot takes in order, if you want to watch all the lives in order, see all my giveaways. I don't know why this Freestyle Legends is here. That's weird. But quick fragrance tips all together buying guides altogether. And then obviously the most popular content in long form I have is my reviews, which we have, you know, just an insane amount. Just to show you guys, when I tell you guys I'm like 2 weeks ahead of you guys in the future, just want to show you guys what I mean by that. When I go to my manage videos, these are the videos that are already done and in the queue for the upcoming episodes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes already in the queue. So we're already out until the week after next in terms of episodes. And as soon as I finish all of these reviews on the next 40 fragrances that I have in front of me here, we will literally have 2 months of content already in the queue. So when I say we already have episodes done and ready to go, I'm always ahead of schedule. So you guys can always reliably know that if you subscribe to this channel, fragrance content is coming out every single day without question, because I am way ahead of schedule. I do not record these videos and post them on the same day. I like to be way ahead of the curve to kind of tailor the channel to what people want to hear about. So definitely make sure you subscribe. You'll get a lot of value on this channel. You'll get giveaways and all kind of stuff like that. Again, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I'm going to check within the last couple of questions here on the board. Quick recap on what you've covered. So tonight, really, I just wanted to show you guys my recent fragrance haul. So you guys could see the up and coming episodes that are coming out. We've got Valencia Uomo Intense. That's a Valentino Intense Uomo clone. We've got Genius Gentleman, which is a Givenchy Gentleman Privé. We've got Ferragamo's Bright Leather. We've got Milestone Perfumes Tax Code YSL Tuxedo clone. We have Cedar Extreme, just its own little fragrance. I don't think it's cloning anything. Privé Illusion Intense, which is Dior Homme Intense 2020. We have Elvis Presley's Forever for Her, but it's actually truly unisex. We have Tuberou's Overdose Extrait from BR. We have Dark Amber and Cherry from BR. We have Lattafa's Camera Kawa, which is the better angel share alternative with coffee. And then we've got our Malin and Goats sample pack of 6 fragrances of bergamot, leather, strawberry, cannabis, dark rum, and vetiver. I'm excited to try the cannabis fragrance. I don't smoke cannabis. I don't do any kind of cannabis, but I'm interested to see if it's a good fragrance nonetheless, because I'm sure it'll be quite green. And then from our haul from Ulta Beauty, we have Armani Acqua di Gio Parfum, Azzaro's Most Wanted EDT, Intense, Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt EDP, Clinique's Happy for Men, Dolce & Gabbana's K EDP, Givenchy Gentleman's Society EDP, Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir Parfum, Mont Blanc Legend Blue EDP, Noise Lost and Found EDP, Prada Luna Rosa Ocean Le Parfum, Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Royal Parfum, Ralph Lauren's Polo 67 EDT, Versace Eros EDT, Victor and Rolf's Spice Bomb Extreme EDP, Yves Saint Laurent's Myself EDP, and Yves Saint Laurent's Y EDP. And then we also have about 7 fragrances from the homie Gator, all of which I don't want to read. Then we also have up and coming a few Bentley fragrances, some Bond No. 9 Wall Street, some Tom Ford Black Orchid, a couple of Calvin Klein fragrances, and etc. So we've got a lot of stuff on the menu for up and coming episodes, and we've also got the hot takes where I'm going into the stores and trying out new fragrances on the spot. We also have the Wheel of Fragrance game show, which is so fire. I'm going to show you guys a tidbit of it. Let's see. Wheel Picker. I think that's how I can find it. Yeah. So my game show is based off of my fragrance wheels that I create. We spin this wheel, right? And I have guests that are popular in the fragrance community come on, and they spin this wheel for a couple of different rounds, and we land on stuff like yacht clubs. So the guest has 30 seconds to go and find the best fragrance for if he was going to go on a yacht. We have 3 different wheels. This one is somewhat generic. It's people and places. We also have a fragrance wheel that, let's see, that is our job edition. So this fragrance wheel has over 50 jobs, ranging from super unique and weird to commonplace occupations: mailman, electrician, dentist, construction worker, psychiatrist, software developer, financial advisor, lawyer, school teacher, company CEO, 5-star restaurant server, Macy's employee, golf instructor, cab driver, lifeguard, barista, all kinds of different occupations. The guest spins the wheel and we go a couple rounds of this. When it lands on something, for instance, here we have company CEO. So the guest has 30 seconds to find the best fragrance for a company CEO of his choice. And it's just a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? We try to bring some entertainment value to the scene with this game show. And the guests always have a good time with the fragrance wheel. This is the fragrance advanced wheel for all those who want to get more creative and challenged. These topics are a little more ambiguous and up in the air. It's kind of left up to the guest's interpretation. We have things like serious, holiday, bite, contrast, macho, edgy, ocean, unforgettable, cozy, tropical, woody, heavenly, spicy, one of a kind, earthy, fruit basket, smooth, mysterious, dry. So just kind of more ambiguous words that are left to interpretation. The the guest on the show has to spin the wheel here and pick a fragrance that best fits the scenario. So here, for example, we landed on powder. So the guest has 30 seconds to go in his bag and find his best powdery based fragrance, stuff like that. So it's just a good time, guys. Definitely make sure you subscribe to the channel. You will get some of the most unique and professional quality content in the fragrance space. I guarantee it. I watch all of the fragrance channels and I sift out what people enjoy about those channels, and I do my own unique twists, and I also add content in the fragrance space that you don't see, such as entertainment with the fragrance wheel. I also do the most giveaways. So every time we hit 100 subs, which happens on a weekly basis, we decant fragrances to give out to the community. I let you guys see a picture of my entire collection, and I will decant any fragrance of your choice and send it out to you guys regularly. So thank you guys so much for your likes on this live. That will definitely encourage engagement for the next show, so you guys have a lot of people engaged in the chat. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you're new, trust me, you will get your value and some subscribing to this channel. And for all those of you who are regulars, thank you so much for your continued support and interactions in the chat. Love you guys so much. Make sure you have a blessed week and tune in daily for all things Scent Bubble related.